Hi all, in this video I will try to explain you the IAQ patching process. I already made a video but this will be a demo one. So the first step will be installing required IAQ patch version. So for that you need to go to SailPoint site, click on product download, then according with your version, so you can select the patch. So let's say if you want to do 8.3p5 patch, you need to download the respective jar file. Yeah, you need to download this. I already downloaded this. So the next step will be stop IIQ application. You need to go to Tomcat. Then means if it is running, you need to stop it either from a service. Like if you have configured a Tomcat service one, you have to stop the a Tomcat service, or you can just go to a Tomcat bin folder and stop the file. For that, again Tomcat under bin, you can execute a stop or a shutdown one. And the next step will be take the backup. So in production, or like if you are in the project, you can wherever your system, like wherever you have configured the IAQ system, right? Like you can take the backup from there itself. That is, like, let's say if you have configured it in Windows Server, I use a PowerShell, or if you have configured in a Linux system or Unix system, you can use Linux command. That is like we'll be using, I'll be using complex hyphen archive one. In Linux you have to use a tar hyphen cvzf, like it's just compressing the file or creating a tar file for your folder. It's IAQ folder basically. So that is like from here, from web apps. Within web apps, like what you have to do is like click on open terminal, and from the current path just use compress archive and destination path. Just provide a source and destination path, it will create a, or it will compress your folder. So it will take some time. It says it's already there. Let me try with new one. It will take some time. So it's just compressing the one, compressing the IAQ folder. First take the backup of existing folder, so that like if anything um, mistake happen, you can revert the changes. But once you have deployed, or once you have run the PowerShell, sorry, MySQL script and run the patch, it will be difficult to revert the changes. So take necessary action before doing all the things. So once you take the backup, then MySQL backup also you can take. Means if you have a database team, you can reach them and they will be helping on that. And in local system, you can use MySQL dump. Then the next step will be copy files to temporary folder. The copy folder, in the sense like you already took the backup, but some folders you can take it to the temporary files. Like I'll be copying log4j, and if you want, you can copy. Means we have to copy IAQ property files and log4j. So let's say I'll be copying it in this. So other files will be like Hibernate files. So if you have configured or if you have made changes on any of your Hibernate files, you take a backup of this as well. Like just copy object folder and keep it in the temporary folder. Once you have deployed a new patch, then you can like or copy it back. So within IAQ IdentityIQ folder, like I have already copied the IAQ properties files. If required, you can copy Hibernate extended files as well. Means I have not made any changes, so I am not copying it. It's just a local system, means if you are doing it in production, you have to take these backups. So in this approach, what I am doing is I'm just doing manually everything. There is other approach as well. What you can do is you can create means you can run the build and you can deploy the war file itself. You can run the build with war file, and you can deploy the war file, like same thing. What you have to do is you have to run this command within IAQ folder. So what will happen is it will add all the required files, means your IAQ property files, Hibernate files, everything will be in the SSD folder. So it will take care of replacing it. The next step will be copying jar file and deploying it. So for that, what I will do is I will copy the jar file. So open the terminal from here. Jar hyphen extract verbose and forcefully. Then so we'll be extracting the file, means the downloaded file, like whatever you have downloaded 8.3p file. I'm just extracting it. So I'm just have just used jar hyphen xvf and the required patch jar file. Then like once it is done, you have to copy back the all property files or Hibernate files or any libraries also. Then once it is done, there will be a SQL script. You have to run that as well. Let me see whether it's, yeah, this is done. The next step will be copying temporary file. Means I have copied required file, so I'll be pasting it here. Replace this. Make sure that all the passwords are correct. Video, I have added the root password itself. So what you have to do is you have to encrypt it for console, then you can add it here. I have added a root itself, like you can encrypt the root password and paste the encrypted password here. So for that you need to go to console and add encrypt and add this, like I will show you that as well. Now I'll go to database. It's usually for patching there won't be any scripts or anything will be there, so just make sure you have anything or not. Usually it won't have anything. Only this, like a simple one. You can execute this. Like what we have to do is copy this. Let me run MySQL client. I have made a separate video for how to install MySQL, Tomcat, JDK, and how to install IAQ as well. You can check that. Now just give source, complete path, then copy Yeah, so I was not given period here, so it's just executed. Then let's see what is the next step. Then go to the console and run this command. Bin. From here I'll open console. For that just need to use dot IAQ bat, then patch the version 8.3 p5. So this is how we will update the patches or perform the patch IAQ patch. So just to summarize, like first download the required Java patch files or jar files, then stop the Tomcat, then take the backup of your current version. Like if it is power Windows, use PowerShell or command prompt just to compress your IAQ current IAQ folder. If it is Linux, use star. Then if it is local system, you can do using my SQL dump to get the dump of your current database data. In the production or in the organization, you can check with a DB team. Then we have files like required files are like IAQ property files, Hibernate files, and libraries. And so some organization make changes on HTML images or some UI level changes as well. So for that again, those files you have to keep in some temporary folder or take a backup of those things and copy those back once or develop a new patch. Means once it is done, then copy required folders, then execute MySQL script. After that, like run the patch. You can see like executing patch 8.3p5 is happening. So once it is done, you have to start your Tomcat or application server. Then go to browser and make the is update. So once this is done, I will be making video on upgrading as well, how we have to perform upgrade and all. So we'll for some time. Once it is done, I will show you how to start the Tomcat and how to check the version. I have a startup file here. So if you have configured Tomcat as a service, you have to go to service app and then start the Tomcat. Let me go to browser, localhost, IdentityIQ. Application is almost started now. So wait for some time. Apps. So it will create IdentityIQ folder and all the required files like IAQ property file, Kubernetes files, and everything. So that also another way. I mean the same thing for upgrade as well. And another thing I was mentioning was encrypting the password. That let me see. So the version And the other thing what I was saying is it will give you the encrypted password. You have to add this in your IAQ property file. And yeah, that's all about IAQ patching process. Thanks for watching.